It's been a busy day. Can-Ams, man. So this one, we just put a new rebuilt engine in it. 2 weeks ago, low compression front cylinder. So that's what I've done today. And also, upgrading Maxxis Rampage 30s for all our machines. So, been doing tires today. So it's been a very busy day. I got home way later than expected. Still got some work to do. Behind on the RX7 content for today, but we're going now. We're on it. Okay, I have a box. I'm going to transfer the wiring to here. I'm going to draw it out, and then I'll figure out what else I'm missing, and we can make things happen. Since we know where we're going to and stopping back there, I can pull that line from that line any time I need to. So I'm going to take the top back off for a minute, move stuff out of the way, and lay it out on the cardboard box so that I can write everything down. My Fuel Tech setup, I'll get the wiring, we'll go inside, I'll take the Nano and its wiring harness that we have now, get out the book, and start reading and looking at the stuff and work on some placement. Okay, so here's what we got so far. Hole, and this is injectors. So remember from the last video, I colored them with the marker on spots, and I started this one out with the string for 2 wire. So injector line here, 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 and here. This is the idle air throttle position sensor I extended. These are the crank triggers ×2 that will come down here. This is the oil pressure number 1, number 2, and that's kind of end of harness. So we got a general layout going on here, so we can work on getting it figured out. Okay, so here's some sensor ends. These should be the crank trigger sensor ends, and this is the injector. So I think I ordered the right ones. I will now test them out because I haven't actually ever opened them or tested them. Okay, good. Oh, they switch. Dang. I think these are like my fuel injector clinic clips. I think I have some off my Honda I can rob for now. But those are different. Interesting. Let's see if we can see this a little better here. So that clip, so that one's kind of squared with the clip on the side. That one's flat with the little ears on the sides. That one has the slides right there. Okay, sensors. We found out those are right. We're in luck. So the AEM ones, they do fit and snap. So we're good on those. And the box of sensors he already had, we're in luck. Those are the 3 injector sensors I didn't have. So we can make pigtails to go with those. And we have those, and those should work. A box of random sensors. This is the throttle position sensor end. Some other ends of stuff, not sure. So, injectors are good. Injectors. We got our 2 cam angle sensors. We got our coil pack. We got our throttle position. I don't have the ends for the oil. And I'm not sure what's all in here. But we'll probably have to pull a factory oil sensor. We'll have to go through the factory harness, find out what we do need after. So here's the 10 feet of wires. This is where it starts getting scary for people. It's definitely new for me. Things go places and things are supposed to work, right? And you don't want to mess it up. So this is a crucial part of your engine build. So I need to figure out how far it goes in the engine. I'd rather have it longer on this end and shorter on this end, because this will have to go through that hole and go back to the dash up here. So somewhere something like that gives us all the footage on the end to make it work. Okay, this is the Fuel Tech instruction manual, FD 450, 550, 600. And I did buy all their factory plug-in harnesses that go with the monitor here. So this is that little digital dash in this cool little bag that has the clips for those harnesses. Okay, has the mount that will go on the carbon fiber. So that covers all of that. Now we're just trying to translate everything they're saying here, what's going on, and they do a pretty good job like informing you. Some of the stuff is newer to me because I haven't done like this crazy of a build harness. I've done some modification and custom harnesses with Hondas and other stuff with factory and just moving stuff around, but this is from ground up, starting from a stack of wires to fully functioning, looking good harness. So right now we're working with connector A. It deals with the injectors, a lot of that. So definitely have injectors that has different inputs that we can put in for like oil pressure, idle air control, throttle position. That was the 5-volt sensor. So red and green, our 14 pin goes to this. And then it probably has inputs and ground and some other things. I'm not sure what the can A, negative, and positive really are. We'll figure that out, read some more. But things are here, things looking cool. See, wasn't that easy? It's never this easy. So a few things here. We definitely will have extras, which we will probably use for air conditioning purposes. We got like starting relay. It's relay for signal to the monitor. Then one of them's an engine ground, one of them's a battery ground, which will have to be connected. We got our output for our oil sensors. We got the protected ones, so the sheath for the magnetic triggers, crank, cam kind of position sensors right there. We have the input and output for the throttle position. So looked up on Rotary Works, and all we have to do is add a ground, and one spot isn't used on the 4-part plug. So we're good on that. And then the idle air has its input, and then this one has 6 injector settings. So we will use all of the blue wires and then run grounds. So what it's looking like is there's a lot of wires that get one end, and then you build a whole nother harness just for grounds to make everything connect and to be grounded out correctly. So that is interesting. Also open up the Nano, so it plugs in to the harness, so that's why I bought it. That also plugs in over here to the input on there, so we don't have to do much. We just plug it in, it will connect into the monitor. It will be our wideband sensor readout. The wiring on this is super simple. Ground, battery ground, 12 volt and signal wire. So it's only 4 wires there, which is not crazy to deal with. We will definitely have a few more things to figure out. We have a whole nother harness, and reading on it, I think that's the one that's going to be for the coil packs, for the ignition stuff. So I'll have to see. They got 2 spots, and I think I can do 6 on these 2 wires. 2 can go in here and 2 can go in here. So because I have 6 coils, we can use 6 of the output signal wires and figure that out. I will need to look at wiring for the AM coil packs. Okay, so that's it for now. I'm going to have to do some more research, print out all the documents for all the individual aftermarket things and how they're wired to make sure I have it all right. I also know I have the oil pressure sensors. There's 2 out there that I need the sensors off of, and the idle air control valve sensor. I need to pull those off the harness I got. And then I'll need to measure the actual length of the harness behind the dash to make sure it can get over to that compartment if it becomes my monitor, so it can all fit and work with this here. So no way am I a professional wiring harness builder. This is all learning. So it's worth trying, figuring it out, reading some stuff, and experiencing it. And the more I do it, the more it becomes easier and more understandable what they're asking. Shout out to Fuel Tech. Books are great. Wiring looks great. Pretty simple. It looks like a great product. Can't wait to actually use it. I know a lot of people have been switching to or going to and trying and having really good success with Fuel Tech. Boosted Boys, Pablo with SB Tuning, PFI Speed. You know, these other guys have been running and doing Fuel Tech with for stuff, and so far it's been great. So huge shout out to them. Nano looks awesome. Fuel Tech FT 550, Fuel Tech 550 looking great.